Okay, how we doing, people? We are live. Just thought I'd come on and give you a bit of an update on what I'm thinking with the charts, because I remember when I first started out in investing and trading, and I used to love following people just to hear what they were thinking, what charts they were looking at, what levels they were looking at, where they were planning on, buying in, that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd come on, do a bit of an update for you. So let me know in the comments on these videos, or send me a DM, whatever you want to do, if there's a coin that you are in, if there's a coin that you would like me to chart. Yeah, because I know when you're starting out, or when you don't know much about charting or investing, it can be a bit of a scary kind of scenario to be in, where you don't know whether to buy, you don't know whether to sell, you might be in a coin, you might be underwater, and yeah, it can be a daunting place. So let's get to the charts. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So we can see this on Bitcoin yesterday. Let me get rid of these. We'll break down the charts. I'll show you a few charts. Yes, remove them. Know what's going on here. All right. So this is a long that we were waiting for yesterday on Bitcoin. I did share it on my Discord, and as you can see, this is an area from 106 to 104. We were waiting for a couple of levels, really. I still think there's a couple of levels that have not been hit, to be fair. So we were waiting for this low to be hit. Now, although on the perpetual charts, on the leverage charts, futures, we can see that we never actually took that low. There's the low marked out. We never actually took it. But it's very important, when you're looking to see if a low is unfinished business or not, to go to one of the larger exchanges. So the Bybit spot chart. Bybit spot chart, we can see just here that it was actually taken. Look, you can see that low was taken. So that's no longer unfinished business. If it's taken it on the bigger exchange where all the volume is, you don't need to worry about it coming back down after front running on the leverage chart as well. So there's still some decent levels to be hit on this, to be fair. So we got a nice bounce on that. That was nice for us and the mentees. Let's have a look. From this point here all the way up to here, nice 3.4%. We also had another one on Link. This is just to show you how we trade, what we look for, etc. It could be quite helpful to you guys. This was another one. This is the master zone where we buy in, and we can see that nice wick, a nice 6% move. What was we looking for with this? Well, we had the golden channel, which was the 618 and the 66 Fibonacci. We had the weekly NPOC as well, which is untapped volume, and we had this liquidity here as well. So we took that liquidity, took that MPOC there. It's always nice when we can get an MPOC in and around a liquidity sweep like that. And we've got a nice 6% move on that. So let's have a look about what's next on the charts. This was another one that we went in on Ethereum. But let's clear the charts. Feel free in the comments just to let me know, what you guys are thinking, whether you want me to look at a particular coin. I know I've had quite a bit of call for TAO and SUI. I'll have a look at them in a second. But we've got this on Ethereum. Let's see if we've got any kind of trade on Ethereum. Well, first of all, what I like to do is put a bit of a range on. So let's look at the range lows to the range highs here. I can see I've got my 0.25, 50, 75, 1 and 0. So it helps me split down a chart when I'm looking at it on a macro view like this. So let's have a look. What I could say is probably a short here. So let me just put some levels on, just to see where we're at first. So the first one is I'm going to put an anchored view up there. Okay, I like this. So we've got resistance, failed auction, resistance, resistance. So this anchored view up here from this swing high, this pivot high before the low, it's holding the price down. So what I want to do, look at this. I want to look at a short around this area. So I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to put a Fibonacci on, see what that's saying. 382. Okay, so we've got the 50 here. So we have got a potential short on this here like this. Let's see if we've got any MPOX. No. Any weekly? No. Any daily? Let it load up. That's been taken. So we need to find some confluence of resistance up here, because if we don't see that, then there's not a trade. It's important to know when there's a trade and when there's not a trade. So here, I can see we've got a daily up here. Let's have a look to see if that coincides with anything else. Daily there. Just going to mark some. Let's have a look. So where is that in comparison to that? Let's have a look. There was the low. There was the high. Okay, so we've got a high here. We've got some liquidity here. Okay, so what I'm thinking, let's have a look. So from here down to here, I like this area here. Okay, so let's forget this. There'll be a scalp short on this. Let's look at this level here. We've got liquidity here, liquidity there, and this daily level here. So I would be looking in and around that area there. Reason being, if I get my Fibonacci tool here and check where the golden channel is in the 702, here we go. So let's get rid of that 702, put the GC here, get rid of that, get rid of that. All in all, what we have here is a fantastic area for a short trade. And what we've got, let me put this on the highlight for you. What we've got here, we've got range lows, range highs. What we've also got, we've got previous support, fell through it, retested as now resistance, support resistance flip, and what we've got is we've got range highs here as well. So that is a nice pattern for the price to congregate at. So let me get my tool. There we are. Low, 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 high, come up for this high here. So I like this. It's just range bound. It's up, down, range bound like this. That's what we're looking for. So for me, I would say a fantastic area, not financial advice, but just an area that I'm looking at. I think a fantastic area is this, bish, bosh, bash. One thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to check the volume. Okay, so value area high there, that's fine. If we failed auction above there, lack of volume here, lack of volume. So if we do come up to here, it should be a swing failure pattern in the sense of it'll be a struggle to get through there. Then it'll be a fast move here, swing failure pattern to take these highs here because there's not much volume there at all. We've got previous support, now resistance, and that's what I believe will give us a swing failure pattern. So that's nice. One thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to check the downward trend. No, not helpful. That's fine. So for me, I like this area, and I will put this out to my community. And these are the kind of trades that we're looking at, nice and simple every single day. The good thing is we've got a high here, a high there, a high there. So we've got liquidity there, resting liquidity ready for us to come save the day and short this bad boy. And the reason why I like these highs, that one there, is because these previous lows and these lows here and these lows there. If you really, if you go all the way back to here, look, you can see low, 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 previous support, broke through, flipped it to resistance, inverted head and shoulders there, shoulder, head, shoulder, bosh, all the way through, retested it. So you've got previous business in and around this area, and it's a fantastic golden channel area as well. So liking it indeed. So let's move it to there. There's your short. Not financial advice. This is just my thoughts on what I'm doing. Stop loss. I'm going to put the stop loss above this high here, which is about a 2.5%. Nice and easy. Perfection. on my take profit area, which is always in yellow, just so you know if you follow me stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it from there, about a 1% between the top of the master zone, which is the DCA range, about a 1% move there. Put that there. I'm going to drag it all the way down there, just in case we come down for this wick. That wick at some point may get taken. So we've got these lows here, that's fine. It could be TP1, TP2, TP3. Nice and easy. That's a nice little short there. And that's as easy as it is, bish bosh bash. 4160 to 4315. Happy days. Put the numbers in here. 410. Put it at 105 to 3315. Nice and easy. And that, my friends, is a nice trade setup with good confluence of resistance up to here. The reason for going up there, liquidity, daily level, golden channel, happy days. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to join my Discord to have a look what we're up to, feel free to click the link on my profile. In my bios, in my profile, go on my link tree, join the Discord. You'll see moves like this on a regular basis. And you'll see all the money and the profits that us and our mentees are making. All right, have a good day. Speak to you soon.